The score should definitely have been way higher in my favor. I spent like 3/4 of the game in his red zone. I just couldn't do anything with it. Um, I think if you're gonna put him in the top 10, it's at least 9 or 10.
Okay.
He beat Miguel. I don't know how. Miguel probably did the same thing he did against me. He should not have lost, from what I saw. Uh, I would actually put the Falcons below Miguel, just because Miguel has that win against the Steelers, and the only wins that the Falcons has is against Miguel and Lip, who Lip is what, 0-4, I believe. Yeah,
He's had a
0-4
rough
right
go
now.
to start the season, but I
He
I just
does.
feel
I
like
mean, he's played the
that offense
Cardinals
will
and then the
pick up
CPU
though.
Giants, and
Once he gets Galladay going and gets that committee of the backfield, Thiddick and Theo Riddick and Abdullah going, I just see him being able to.
well,
If he can catch his passing game up to speed, it could be easily a team to watch out for.
okay. Yeah, I don't. I personally would probably sleep on the Falcons. I mean, he's got an okay schedule. He's got to play Osborne. He's got to play Chris. Like, it's He still has to play the Vikings because he has to play the whole NFC North. So, he he has an all right chance of winning his division. I don't think he will. Like, he could have just had a horrible game against me, and just a great game against Miguel, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I think
Um,
I think that bottom half that you had is pretty accurate. The only thing I would change probably is I would put the Texans higher than the Falcons.
They are.
Yep.
Texans are 6,
The
Falcons are 7.
Texans. Oh, they are higher than
Yeah.
the
Yep.
Falcons.
I was asking if you
Oh, I
felt
thought
like
it was
they
switched.
should be
I
switched.
thought those two were
Yep.
switched around. Oh, okay. No, if that's then I feel like that bottom half power ranking you had was pretty accurate.
All right. So, this other segment, it's a little early in the season for us to really talk about MVPs, but I think we can all say that as far as even just not even defensive or offensive, just rookie of the year period, Leonard Fournette seems to be kind of running away with that. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Leonard Fournette's going to be hard to beat.
I played against him. I have to play against him twice, and he one came out and mossed my linebacker as if he was a top end receiver, and then just found the ball consistently. He had one play that stands out and gives us nightmares in Tennessee. But he ran it out to the right side, was stopped on the right sideline by two defenders, and somehow TP-toed and broke the tackle back into the inside of the field and broke like a 60-yard touchdown run, which was pretty ridiculous. So he definitely the way Carlos is using him and his abilities as a running back is definitely rookie of the year numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see what the numbers are before after he got hurt against the Jets, but going into that game, I think he was averaging 7.6 yards a carry and had 6 or 7 touchdowns on the ground and almost another handful receiving. So yeah.
Right.
But
and what a scary part along with that is that I know Carlos has been talking about trying to get his running game better, because a lot of times he's running into the back of his offensive lineman, running into blocks and actually hurting himself from getting more yards. So thinking about that is pretty scary too. To think if he could actually hit those holes, what his numbers could be.
I mean, his only other competition for like rookie of the year running back wise would be Christian McCaffrey, who has like 300 yards underneath him, and
He won't even be close.
significantly a whole yard less a carry. So that's gonna be a little eh. I thought Miguel might have a chance to win it with Trubisky, but with how not safe he's being with the ball, I don't see it happening anymore. I mean,
You
he
know,
is.
I thought Dalvin Cook would really surprise us in Minnesota, but I don't know. I haven't really looked at the stats, but I haven't seen any flash or sizzle come from him yet this season.
Hmm.
Definitely. I haven't really seen the Bengals in action, but a definite dark horse for the rookie of the year could be John Ross.
Yeah, he could have
I
a
know
few
he
light up
has.
games and just jump out from the rest.
Yeah, I know he has right now 225 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. So I mean, if he can get that going and keep it consistent, then John Ross could definitely be up there, in the talks for rookie of the year.
Yeah. Um.
And then Deshaun Watson would have to have a pretty good shot if Dizzy can get his passing game going too.
I
But
just. I. I have to say, according to the better leagues, like rookies list on the rushing yards, Miguel has Mitchell Trubisky as the fourth highest rusher out of all the rookies. So there's not much competition for Leonard Fournette rushing wise. And then, I mean, Mitchell Trubisky, I guess, is leading the quarterbacks. Not much. Not. There's not much that can
challenge
stop
Fournette.
Fournette from what it seems. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to our next segment. We're gonna have Nigel help us talk about. We're gonna run through some trades, and then let's highlight these new head coach hires and the two teams that are available for the league right now. The Bills and the Dolphins. The AFC East is pretty open. You got a buddy or two. That'd be a great spot for them to fill in and get to play each other twice a year. Raiders, we have Weatherman 4611, and then the Chargers, we have a new Chargers, but I'm not sure of the tag yet of gamer tag. Do you know, Nigel?
Yeah. Well, not in here.
No, I don't know off the top.
Okay. But I could pull it up on here if he's in the league.
He's
nope,
not.
he's not.
It still
Okay.
says CPU.
All right. I know. Well, we got that covered. So I know there's been some big trades go down. Did Allen Robinson get traded yet, or was it Allen Hurns?
I think he
The word
did.
on the street is Allen Robinson is on his way out. It's not official,
Okay.
but they're right there. So
Insider information here.
Well, I know another trade that happened. I know the Saints are really excited about having DeMarco Murray to split carries with AP in the backfield. We got a nice article,
guess.
a good write-up coming up in the next illustrated edition that should highlight that. That should be rather interesting. See what he has to say.
I guess. I think Nigel might have trade raped him a little bit, getting a young, good cornerback in exchange for a 29-year-old running back. I mean, and sure, he got Bryce McCain. Like, all right, Bryce McCain's okay. He's getting old. Also, I don't know why the Saints wouldn't be trying to run Alvin Kamara more, because that's supposed to be the running back that they're trying to build into the situation. I don't know. I just thought it was a pretty trade.
I could see that part of it, but at the same time, just talking to the Saints guy, he seems like someone that's committed, and he has like a mindset of he's trying to win now. I'm not so sure if I don't know if he's done a lot of online leagues or not or anything like that. I'm not sure what he's thinking about doing rebuilding wise, but it seems like he's trying to acquire pieces that help him achieve what he's trying to get done right now, is what I gathered. But I was astounded that he traded Lattimore, though. But there's other trades that we have. What other trades have went down that have been
two trades that stand out to me are one, the
Vikings.
what team was that? I just had it. Not the Vikings, actually. The Colts actually traded for Tevin Coleman, got a running back onto that team to help out Andrew Luck with that lackluster running game that they had. They had a committee, you had old man Frank Gore back there, and that really wasn't getting it done for you. And he brings in he brings in Coleman, and Coleman is if anybody follows the Falcons, Coleman is a stud. The second trade that I see that pops up is the Rams acquiring the Honey Badger, picking up the Honey Badger with
Mm-hmm.
that user skill, getting a young superstar dev safety. Uh, that's really a big pickup for the Rams. That's going to help out and is proven as they've started out as one of the top defenses and top teams in the league to start this season.
With I don't know. I think the Vikings' trades so far have been pretty nice. I mean, he traded, Teddy Bridgewater away. He got a few picks in the process, but he also got an 87 speed linebacker for him to use her. He also, shipped away Anthony Barr and Trey Waynes to the Bengals for a few more picks. So I mean, he seems to know what he's doing. That 87 speed for a middle linebacker though is pretty intimidating. Like I think the guy's only a 78 overall total, but still, that's it's not really. That's pretty hard to mess with.
Right. If you know what you're doing and
Yeah.
you got a fast linebacker and you use your linebacker, you can definitely wreak havoc on the defensive side of the ball. And I know Vikings is good with using his middle linebackers.
Mm-hmm. Now I know to look out for that.
So let's look at this next segment. Let's talk about this is lightning round picks, and then we're gonna have a lock of the week mixed in there too. So we're gonna go through week 5, and we're gonna pick all the games since we're advancing tonight, and then we'll see who got the most wins afterwards. So first game is Patriots at Buccaneers. I'm gonna go with myself on this one.
Patriots at Buccaneers, huh?
Can't pick against. I gotta go with myself. I can't.
I was gonna say you can't pick against yourself.
No, not today.
Well, you have home field advantage. I mean, Trey's not that hard to stop. Does like to do, a lot of verticals. He's got an okay running back, I guess, with Gillespie or whatever that guy's name is.
Gillespie?
Gillespie, that's
Gillespie?
it. Gillette Stadium. We'll call him that. Other than that, I think you got it. You got a pretty good team. You got a nice front seven. Your offense isn't bad either.
If you stick to your game plan,
I think you can get it like 17-14.
Like you can take this.
Okay. So, let's look at the next game. We got the Bills and Bengals. The Bills are still a CPU team. I'm going to have to go with the CPU.
I think this is a unanimous decision.
Bills.
This is going to go down as my the snoozer of the week, It's got to be.
It does not sound like it's going to be very exciting. Anytime you play CPU, it's not very exciting. Though the CPU, if you're beating a CPU, the CPU, makes plays to get back in the game. So I don't know. He might.
Could be a thriller, could be a snoozer. I'm going with the latter. So we're in unanimous decision on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is another game that could easily be game of the week if you didn't have the Steelers and Jaguars playing this week. And I think it's kind of a dark horse pick. You got the Jets at the Browns.
Jets.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Jets on that one.
Mm-hmm. I've played F. Tom Cruise.
I'm going against the grain.
Like Osborne has the edge.
Really? You're going against the grain?
Yeah, I'm going to go Browns, and this is why. This is my buddy, so I've played him a lot. I kind of know where he's going with what he's game planning, and with how Oz is playing this defense first, try to keep the game within limits. I think that he's just going to be able to